Guess who's back? We are gonna talk today about the mental health of men. If there is any man watching right now who has any kind of issues with your mental health, depression, anxiety, we're gonna discuss this today in here. If you're a woman, which I highly doubt that there is any woman in the channel, but if there are, you can stay and let's go forward to the video. Hey, it has been a while, about a month. I have not done any videos, and there is no excuses why I have not posted any videos. So I'm not gonna bring you any excuses. So listen up, we're gonna talk about the mental health of men. We are talking about depression, we're gonna talk about anxiety, and by the we, I mean me and me. So, and if you also want to share some kind of ideas, or experience, or what has helped you, just leave a comment down below, or if you're feeling also this way, right? So, this topic is huge right now. I feel that there is more and more people, more and more men who are depressed, who are anxious, who don't know what to do, who are waking up in the morning and wish that they would not exist. And that person also was me. It has happened with me 3 times in my life where everything is so screwed up, and I just wish that I would not wake up. I wish that the plane what I'm taking, that it would crash. You know, I wish that I would die in a traffic. You know, it's like that I would because I wouldn't want to do a suicide. And I have had this kind of moments in my life, and this is so crazy. And if you're watching this also and you're in the point where you're feeling or you have felt that way, definitely leave some kind of comment how you're feeling today or how you get rid of it, if you got rid of it. And definitely this is something what can be fixed. And there is beautiful quote what states that in the end everything is gonna be okay. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. And I really love that. Even going through the toughest times, hardest moments, there is always something beautiful and something to pursue. This video, by the way, is not a scripted video, as you can already by the way tell. And I'm just talking from my experience and from my thoughts. So it's going back now to the topic that 3 times it has happened with me. First time it took 2 years to get out of the depression. I also went to the therapy, I tried antidepressants and Xanax and whatever stuff, and it does not really help. It doesn't help you at all. It doesn't help, at least for me, and the people who I know who have tried it also saying the same. So it's like if you are on the journey to the psychologist, it's probably not gonna help, eating the antidepressants. So at least for the people who I know, it doesn't help. Second time it happened with me. It happened then when I was seriously lost, and I was in a relationship also with a beautiful, wonderful woman, and looking from outside, everything looks perfect in my life. I have money, I have the most beautiful woman. It's like we're traveling the world. And I feel so broken inside. I was so lost. And really every morning I wake up with a deep depression. And of course this all goes also for the family. And it's ruining the relationships. That took about half a year before it went over. And it actually is like I had an accident, very, very bad accident, and getting over that accident and recovering from the accident, which put me for 4 months in the hospital bed basically, and when I was not able to walk, that was the thing what was actually taking away my depression. So universe is there for you. Just maybe not in the way as you are thinking that it should be, but eventually it is always saving you. Just like if you have suicidal thoughts, like come on, definitely talk with a friend. Just be open for it. What is the worst what can happen? A friend is not gonna judge you, and if it's a friend who's gonna judge you, he's not a fucking friend. So then you talk with somebody. There is always somebody to talk to. So don't go that way. There is always a fucking way out. You know, I have been in this situation as well. I have been suicidal as well. But now coming back to the topic now, third time when it happened, it took only 2 weeks about something like that, when I was like really depressed and anxious and everything. And I just like one moment I was like, fuck, I'm so tired of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. And kind of with this click, with this decision, it just like it went over. And every time it has been getting lesser and lesser. So if I'm now getting into a bad mood or depressive mood, it goes over pretty fast. And it still happens with me sometimes that I also don't feel great. And it happens with everybody. So there is a lot of people out there. Now it's like coming to the point that what can get you out of that. So first thing, like with everything, you need to acknowledge that you have a problem. You have heard it already 1,000 times probably before. People who have problem with drinking or whatever, addictions. Then first thing what you need to do is like you just need to acknowledge, I have a problem. I need help. Okay, now this is maybe sort of a big thing, or first big loop what to go over, that you just make a decision that you want to get better, right? You need help. You need a reach out. You need to do something, and that's the first step in my opinion. What is going to change everything? Now the second part, and this is not easier as well, to find what actually works for you. And what is my recommendation? Like first of all, like if you have a little bit of ching still, you're not totally broke, just book from online the BetterHelp or something like that. I can leave the link also down below. BetterHelp is giving you an online psychologist, right? Just somebody to talk to. It's like if you get on the right person, he or she is able to advise you like some of the things what is gonna make you feel, at least for a little bit, for a little while, a little bit better, right? And you go step by step. You cannot just win the Olympic race, going on a training for 5 minutes, right? It takes time to train your brain and to change the programming and everything what is messed up in here. So just like book like online therapy. You can try also, if you don't have any money, nothing, just do a meditation or pray. Just open up a YouTube, put 5-minute meditation. Right, it's gonna guide you. You're gonna sit down, close your eyes, all your dark thoughts, whatever you have. During the meditation, it goes easier. You should do that because you need to take care of your mind. If you believe in God, you should pray. You should pray, and you should understand that God is always with you, no matter what. He's the one who is gonna guide you through everything. This is your journey. This is something that you need to go through, even if it's painful and even if you don't like it. This is just your journey, and just accept it. Trust your religion, trust your God, right? So it's only happening with you because it needed to happen, okay? And push the microphone. Right, so the decision is the number one thing, and now it's like how you're starting to fix is going to be number two, right? So the therapy and praying, this is definitely is going to help a little bit. But what is going to make a huge change in your life is if you are starting to build the new habits, you need to get rid of some of the old ones. Right, so let's say you're not very fit. You're not very fit because of your lifestyle. It's nothing probably external, that you were born in the way that you were not meant to be in a good shape. No, or you were not meant to be healthy. unless you have like some kind of disease, of course. Well, maybe that's not the case. But what I'm talking about is that if you are starting to build something new in your life, right? You need to empty out, like let's make an example with a cup. You have full cup of water. I don't have it in here, I have it in there, but you know, you have a cup of water and it's full. You cannot add anything up, it's full. And if it's full of all this depressive stuff, what doesn't serve you, what doesn't work for you, you need to, you know, throw some of it out to put a new one in, or you just start topping up and it's gonna overflow, you know, it's gonna mix and it's gonna make all the thing what used to be there much more clearer. If that analogy makes any sense for you, it makes, at least in my mind, you know, it makes a lot of sense. So you need to change some of your habits into something what starts serving you in some way, right? Because we as men, we have needs. We have need for nurturing, we have need for recognition, we have need for physical needs, right? So we need to start, you know, feeling our needs a little bit, because like if you're in a depressive state or anxious state, you're probably not feeling your needs, like the things what you really want. Maybe you don't know exactly what you want, but whatever you're doing in life right now, it is not serving you. It is not bringing you the thing what you expected, what you wanted. And now you need to start changing your habits. So what I started doing now, about a month ago, a little bit more than a month, I made that decision that every morning now, I'm gonna wake up very early and I'm gonna go to the beach and I'm gonna walk. Just walk. You know, that was the only decision. Just that I will go before the sunrise. I will try to be out before the sunrise. Right? First day, it was exciting. I go to the beach. I live in so beautiful place. I have beach pretty close and I'm blessed with that. And I go to the beach first day. I feel so good. You know, I only sleep maybe 4 hours or 5 hours in the night. And obviously I was so tired, but I was also a little bit excited because I had a new goal. And I go to the beach and I feel so blessed, you know, being in there. And I feel that, wow, I'm gonna start doing it every day. I come second day also pretty hard, you know, going to the beach. Second time looking the sunrise, you know, it is so beautiful. I decided that, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push it more, but I need to have some kind of activity right in the morning, because otherwise I'm just not gonna wake up. And I was not physically also in not so good shape about a month ago as I am today. And it all kind of started happening step by step. You know, the first decision was just to go out. And then it's like when I go out, I walk and then I decide to walk a little bit more. And I was thinking that, okay, if I get too tired, I'm gonna, you know, make a nap later, you know. Just like, I try not to do it, but just in case if it happens, I'm gonna do it, right? So, third day comes, and when I wake up, I feel that, oh my God, I cannot do this. I'm too tired, even though I was sleeping more than the previous days. I'm so tired and this is not worth it. I don't know. And all this procrastination starts. I put the snooze on the phone, and you know, before the alarm was ringing again, 10 minutes or 15 minutes later, I wake up because I feel so guilty. And because of the guilt, I was like, fuck, it's like I don't like myself like that. And I go and I walk. And after that day, everything becomes so much easier. 2 weeks go by. It's so easy already. 3 weeks go by. I'm waking up already before the alarm clock. I have been sleeping only 4 or 5 hours. I'm already up, excited, pumped up. You know, I started going surfing because like this was also one of the things what I always wanted to do. But I never really dedicated my time for that. So I was thinking that when is the better time to do it than in the morning? You know, there is less people in a beach. I rent a surfboard and I go. And I go every morning for 35 days. And there is some days when I feel that everything sucks, like, you know, I'm never gonna be able to surf like good. And then there's some days where you get rewarded, right? So the point of my story is that you need, after the decision and after like some kind of relief, what is gonna help you a little bit to soften the punch, you need to have some kind of mission. You need to have some kind of mission, right? So if you are already starting to change, you're making new habits, you know what happens with you? If you're walking 1 month, you have not been walking for maybe years, and you're walking every morning kilometers, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, or if you're looking from US, then 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, what happens with you? You are starting to feel better. It's not gonna happen instantly. It takes a little bit of time, but just think about it. If you have been suffering already for a while, and you have been feeling this feeling already for a while, what is the worst what can happen if you're gonna change a small habit? Wake up in the morning, go to walk, right? If you're not living in a dangerous neighborhood, then nothing bad can happen with you. If you're in a very dangerous neighborhood, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe there is something else what you can do. If you are living in a dangerous neighborhood and you cannot walk outside in the morning, you can leave a comment. You can leave a comment and you write also where you are. So then everybody else knows also that don't walk in there in the morning. But like this is one of the things what definitely changes something. You just find something what brings you a little bit of joy, but also a little bit of challenge in the morning. So for me it was surfing. Let's say you don't have a sea close by, or you don't want to surf, or you don't want to swim. Maybe you can go and ride a bicycle if you have a bicycle. If you don't have a bicycle, go and run a little bit. It's challenging. I really hate to run. I have been running for since the accident, actually almost constantly. All the time when I'm doing a workout, I'm running always, but I still hate it and I don't like it. So I don't want to do it also, or recommend it the time when you are in a really bad place. You're probably not gonna stick with running. So you need to do something what is gonna lead you step by step, what is not too hard, but what is gonna give you something. If you have a guitar in a home, you have an instrument, play, wake up in the morning, play your favorite songs, put the radio on, listen to the music more. Because what I have noticed also, these periods when I am not feeling great or when I'm depressed, I don't listen to the music, I don't sing, I don't do nothing. I actually don't do any creative stuff, right? Because it feels like my brain is already, it wants to be in that sad state. The reality is that for a man, there is a lot of challenges in life, you know. It's like you need to be strong, you need to be the provider, you need to be confident, you need to be humble, you need to have money, you need to, look good, you need to protect your woman, you need to be kind of, neutral and not to care too much, but also to care enough. It's like, it's a difficult situation, and there is so much demanded from the man, because who are you in this society if you're not doing good? If you're a man and you're not doing good, who are you? And this is kind of the world today. But there is nothing wrong with you. If you're doing a business, like I'm doing a business, it's not always a fun ride. There is sometimes a year, 2 years, 3 years when you're suffering after you have been having millions of dollars. Boom! Maybe you have nothing and you don't know how to pay your rent for the next 1 year, 2 years. It has happened with me, right? It has happened with my friends, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Look, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. The only thing what you need is a progress and a direction, right? I feel that the moment when you make a decision, okay, that I'm gonna change, I'm gonna start filling my cup with more positive stuff, with new habits, something is going to build up on top of that. If you continue doing it, if you continue turning, another analogy, if there is a big ship, can you imagine, big cargo ship, right? And it starts turning 1 degree, you know what is 1 degree, right? 1 degree, it starts turning every minute 1 degree. 1 degree. You know, it will turn around and back in the same direction in 360 minutes only, right? If they do 1 degree per minute. Or you say 1 degree per day, big cargo ship is turning. It's gonna take half a year for a ship to turn around, but it's gonna turn around even if it's 1 degree per day. So the point is that maybe it's a too crazy analogy, but the point is that if you're starting to make your turn, it doesn't matter how small amount it is, if it is persistent action towards something, even if it's unknown, it's gonna change everything in your life, right? So just to recap these things: number 1, you need a decision. Number 2, you need to start with something what is gonna soften the punch, right? What is gonna make it easier, like therapy or praying, or meditation, for example, right? And then you need to start number 3, start building up new habits, because new habits is going to get rid of some of the old habits, and it's starting to build your life back up, right? Another thing what is maybe really important, by the way, number 4 was also to have like some kind of thing to do, some kind of goal, hobby, something what is gonna make you a little bit happier already in the morning, right? Because the mornings are obviously the toughest time when you are feeling anxious or depressed. So you need to find something to do. If you don't go to the gym, do the push-ups, right? Do the push-ups. Go for a run, go for a bike ride, go to surf, find something what is gonna get you a little bit moving, what is gonna get your blood moving, right? It's hard to do in the beginning, but 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, give it a little bit of time, it's gonna be easier to do. Now, number 5 thing, you need to change your environment, right? What I mean by that, like, environment is the people who we meet daily basis, also the music what we listen, also the videos what we're looking. This is our environment. The work is our environment. And if this environment is somewhat, like, let's say it is not supportive for your future goals, is not supporting right now who you are, then you need to run from that as much as you can. And okay, maybe you hate your job and you cannot quit your job yet, but you can take a direction towards a new job, right? So you have maybe a very toxic relationship where you're not happy and she's not happy. You know, I'm not the one who would give a relationship advice, but maybe you should break up. Maybe it's better that way. So, you know, it's a difficult thing to do, right? If your friends are negative, stay away from the negative friends. Don't talk with them. You are watching the shows, whatever shows you're watching. Maybe you also remember that you started watching some kind of movies, maybe some kind of theme movies, or some kind of like some kind of series, right? And after that you feel that, okay, maybe looking back right now, that maybe this was the thing what started actually changing my mood. Then you need to stop looking for that, find some kind of replacement, and just make a change on that theme. It's like one thing, of course, like for me, one bad habit is I'm looking always something before I go to sleep. I usually leave some kind of show on and I'm listening some kind of podcast or whatever stuff. And this is like, allegedly, this is not good. And, you know, at least YouTube is saying, internet is saying it's not good. But it is something what has changed. Like before I was watching car build videos, and I was watching some, I don't even remember. It's like I was watching a bunch of stuff, you know, it's like I have been moving through the channels and stuff. But you know, when I change, I feel also that my mood changes, right? I'm watching some a little bit funny podcasts, and I'm watching comedians, doing the jokes, and it's also part of your environment. It's changing everything. Every day, morning I wake up, I put the music. I put not directly in the morning, but it's like when I come back, from the beach, and then I have been meditating already. I put the music on. I feel the beat a little bit. It's like I dance around. I talk with myself. It maybe sounds crazy, but this is something that keeps me up when there is like tough times in life. And trust me, everybody has this. Everybody has this. Why men have these kind of problems today? Wow, maybe there is no time to do all of this stuff for you, because you're living for your wife or for your girlfriend or for your family or for your children, and you don't take care of yourself. You need to start taking care of yourself. You need to. This is important. You cannot help anybody else if you cannot help yourself first. Right? So, leave a comment. What do you think about it? If we should discuss more on this topic as well, and maybe we need to do more structured this. Maybe I'm gonna make it more structured. And why I'm saying maybe is because I'm not certain. I would love to hear a little bit of your feedback. And I know that this video also has been a little bit long, but if it helps, one person who is listening to this, well, if it's making something good for somebody, I'm already happy. I'm not here for the likes, you don't need to like it. You can even put the thumbs down if you don't like it. I don't really care, right? But if it will help somebody, that would be beautiful. Now, actually, when saying it out loud, I feel that my videos need to be better, and it needs to be more structured, because it would reach more people, and therefore it would probably help more people. Fuck. Yeah, you see, sometimes it's good to talk. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Enjoy!